Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is about Mother Righteous, a powerful X-Men baddie who makes the term supervillain seem like an understatement. Mother Righteous is an enigmatic deity-like being who mysteriously appeared on the astral plane one fine day, offering all sorts of powers and gifts to the X-Men in exchange for something really simple, a sense of gratitude. That's it? How does that make her a supervillain then? Well, here's the catch. When she tells the X-Men that she wants gratitude in exchange for her offerings, she means it quite literally. And that's because she can exercise complete control over anyone who utters the words, "Thank you, Mother Righteous." The fact that she forced Mystique to assassinate her wife Destiny in the blink of an eye says how powerful this character is, and she comes with extensive knowledge of arcane magic. Here's everything you need to know about the Master Manipulator. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. Who is Mother Righteous? A brief history and background. This relatively new Marvel character was introduced in 2022's Legion of X comics as the sweet-talking wheeler-dealer of the astral plane, an alternate dimension with ties to the physical world, which only telepath mutants can operate in. Readers instantly loved Mother Righteous' character design to the very last detail. She has metallic red skin, white tattoos on her face, which match the color of her caped outfit, and a bunch of floating lanterns originating from her spine. Created by Legion of X series writer Cy Spurrier, Mother Righteous was designed by artist Jamie McKelvey, who previously conceptualized the looks for Ms. Marvel and Captain Marvel, among others. There's one more detail in Mother Righteous' character design which needs mention. She has a white suit of hearts on her forehead, which brings us to her origin story. Mother Righteous was created by the ambitious scientist Nathaniel Essex as what was thought to be one of his 4 alternatives, but she was later revealed to be designed after his ex-wife Rebecca. While Mother Righteous is tattooed with hearts, each of the other 3 variants of Nathaniel Essex, Mr. Sinister, Orbis Stiller, and Dr. Stasis, are marked with a diamond, the spade, and the club, respectively, completing a suit of Sinisters, just like a suit of cards. After Rebecca's death, Nathaniel was plagued by the anxious thought that machines would start ruling over their makers. He thus created the variants with one goal: to control the situation in case of a possible machine mutiny. Each of the Essex variants had unique ways of fulfilling their schemes, and for Mother Righteous, it was through magic. She had a knack for collecting artifacts and could strike mischievous deals while preying on others' desires. Soon after her inception, Mother Righteous realized she was a duplicate of another being and became aware of the other Essex alternatives. What kept Mother Righteous busy for the next few decades was an extensive study of the Darkhold, inspecting the newborn children of Scarlet Witch, observing the ancient mutant apocalypse in dormant form, and meeting with Belasco, the deposed ruler of the Limbo dimension. The Legion of X comics had Mother Righteous offer an unholy deal to Legion, the mutant son of Professor X and Gabrielle Haller. She dug up Legion's painful past and his tumultuous relationship with his father, only to remind him of the dismissive treatment he receives from him. The offer she made was to give Legion additional powers that would enable him to step out of his dad's shadow. "I could give you the clarity you need, the power to be better than him." She tried to lure Legion into striking a deal with these words. When Legion asked if the price for such a trade was his immortal soul, Mother Righteous scoffed and said all she wanted in return was thanks and the acknowledgement that she would forever be the reason behind Legion's future successes. In order to convince Legion to accept her offer, she forcefully uses Blindfold's precognitive powers to show a version of the future in which Legion appears with a flaming head and utters Professor X's signature phrase, "To me, my X-Men." The vision also includes the Nightcrawler and Blindfold, wearing half of Destiny's mask, sitting as Legion's council members. Despite all her machinations, Mother Righteous failed to tempt Legion into the deal and moved on to her next victim, Banshee, who was already in a vulnerable state by the time he sought shelter in the Altar, which is a pocket universe that exists in Legion's head. Sensing Banshee's traumatic past, Mother Righteous offered him a way to resurrect himself by merging with the spirit of variance and becoming the ghost rider Vox Ignis. But Mother Righteous deceived Banshee into a real trap and left him distraught once again. In an alternate timeline disrupted by X-Men arch-nemesis Mr. Sinister, Vox Ignis served under Mother Righteous for as many as 1,000 years, till the timeline was reset. But in the now-destroyed future, Mother Righteous had previously used up the spirit of variance to perform a spell that assigned the fabled history of that reality to her past. As a result, the existence of the spirit of variance got retroactively wiped out in the present, which in turn means Banshee never really merged with the spirit of variance, and he never really turned into Vox Ignis. Troubled once again, Banshee sought help from Legion, who found a memory of Mother Righteous inside Banshee's mind, leading to a clash between her and Legion, which ended in the death of several Legionaries and Banshee. Meanwhile, Mother Righteous didn't give up on Legion and attempted to strike another deal with him when she promised to help Legion in taking down Nimrod, ending Shardo's corruption and saving Nightcrawler. She succeeded with her deal this time, but only partially, because Legion offered her her a casual acknowledgement of gratitude as his end of the bargain and nothing more. When she tried to take his soul and powers in the hope of achieving dominion, Legion handed the Hope Sword to the Nightcrawler and escaped to an undisclosed location where Mother Righteous couldn't find him. Mother Righteous also struck a deal with the Arbitrix Serrata, who wanted to create chaos on her own planet Araco so that she could bring back order and establish her absolute authority over the Iraqi. As part of the deal, Mother Righteous invoked Tumult, the Trick Stu Chimera, a one-stop shop for everything mischievous. After Tumult escaped to Krakoa, Serrata pretentiously reached out to the Nightcrawler, who saw through her plan and exposed her. Serrata was then forced to eradicate Tumult from existence and grant the people of her planet religious freedom. Despite her plans not working out, Serrata owed eternal compliance to Mother Righteous. When she tried to resist, Mother Righteous forced the Omega-level mutant to kneel before her and thank her, thus giving herself up to be controlled by Mother Righteous. In the Immortal X-Men comics, Mother Righteous also made deals with the supervillains Sebastian Shaw and Black Queen Selene. What are some of the recent revelations on Mother Righteous? Having established that Mother Righteous has the potential to be the mother of all X-Men villains, Marvel Comics recently made some intriguing revelations about her origins, something that we have mentioned in the video before. Mother Righteous is not a duplicate of Nathaniel Essex, but is a creation inspired by his late wife Rebecca. We are talking about the very spiteful Rebecca Essex, who had grown to hate Nathaniel with every cell of her being. Because Mother Righteous has DNA from Rebecca, she is also invested with her memories and feelings, including a sense of deep loathing for everything Nathaniel. But Mother Righteous was powerful enough to deduce that her memories of origin are fake, and that she indeed is a clone brought into the world by the mad scientist as backups. Just like Rebecca, Mother Righteous too despised Nathaniel, and by extension, the other three clones of him, namely Mr. Sinister, Orbis Stellars, and Dr. Stasis, each of who were created to achieve dominion. The reason behind Rebecca's hatred for Nathaniel Essex was the painful life she led with her husband. Nathaniel's obsession with science left no room for romance, and problems between the two intensified when their firstborn son died at an early age. The final nail in the coffin was when Rebecca discovered that Nathaniel was conducting experiments with their deceased son's corpse and kept several people hostage for carrying out tests in his laboratory. Witnessing the horrific details of Nathaniel's evil research, Rebecca described him as sinister, a term which permanently became part of his identity as Mr. Sinister. Vowing never to forgive Nathaniel for his bizarre ways with science, Rebecca reburied their son and freed the prisoners. Owing to the stress caused by this incident, Rebecca, who was pregnant for the second time, gave premature birth to her baby, who was born dead. Rebecca didn't live long after that, and soon after her death, Nathaniel Essex created Mother Righteous with her DNA, which was his attempt at redemption. He tried to make the woman he lost, a creature of poetical science, a scarlet woman in every way, said Mother Righteous. Unlike the other three Essex clones, Mother Righteous was not someone to let them operate on their own without interfering in their business, and she repeatedly disrupted their plans in favor of her own undisclosed motives. In an issue of the X-Men 2021 comics, Mother Righteous joined Dr. Stasis' family dinner as an uninvited guest with violence on her mind. Dr. Stasis, believing he is the original Nathaniel Essex, was schooled by Mother Righteous about his true nature of existence, telling him, "You are a complete fraud." When he identified Mother Righteous as Rebecca, she said, "I hadn't been Rebecca Essex, devoted wife of Nathaniel, for many lifetimes." She tortured the clone of Rebecca that Dr. Stasis was having dinner with and kicked and punched the doctor for showing a streak of arrogance that reminded her of Nathaniel Essex. The real Nathaniel liked his games, and they suited him well. He put one of us in every corner, didn't he? Insurance that he would end up on the winning team, she told Stasis while holding him in a tight grip. When he gave her an offer to collaborate with him, along with the other two clones, Mother Righteous dismissed the suggestion as rubbish in a fit of anger and threatened Stasis to never imagine a future with her. During her encounter with Stasis, Mother Righteous also revealed her upcoming plan that she has taken an interest in the Orcus, a sinister organization which aims to thwart the emergence of mutant kind, and whose leader is the mutant hater Stasis. The Orcus goals are in sync with Mother Righteous' plans, who was originally created with the intention of preventing a machine-dominated world. For Mother Righteous, the perfect revenge against Nathaniel Essex would be to take the motive she was created for and use it to destroy his duplicates. Rising out of Rebecca's DNA, she has a better understanding of Mr. Sinister, with knowledge of his weaknesses and strengths, but she is not susceptible to any of them. This proves that Mother Righteous is more powerful and dangerous than Mr. Sinister as well. What makes her so powerful? Now let's talk about the powers possessed by Mother Righteous, who clearly has upped the ante on the sinister front. She comes across as a powerful sorceress who learned magic on her own and acquired extensive knowledge about occult practices. She can cast potent spells and manifest spirits, demons, or gods at will, all of which she offers to whoever is naive enough to take the bait. The floating lanterns originating from her spine serve as secret vaults for the artifacts, powers, and entities she has collected as prized possessions. Her deal-making skills are backed by her ability to summon entities abilities, such as when she invoked the spirit of variance and merged it with Banshee. She also manifested Tumult, the trick Stu Chimera, after striking a deal with Aura Serrata. It was also revealed that Mother Righteous had a god of sunrise and sunset, life and death, at her disposal and could bring back a dead being by using the god's powers. In a display of her potential, Mother Righteous managed to resurrect her associate Celine through a powerful ritual at the Milbury house, where Nathaniel and Rebecca once lived. Once someone accepts a gift from Mother Righteous, she gains a hold over the victim's soul, and the deal is sealed when they offer her gratitude by uttering the words, "Thank you, Mother Righteous." She then gains a mystical hold over the victim's mind, which she uses to control the subject in doing involuntary deeds that work in her favor. The extent of this power owned by Mother Righteous was exhibited in Immortal X-Men, when she turned a mutant as powerful as Mystique against her wife Destiny. Previously, unaware of Mother Righteous' evil machinations, Mystique had thanked her for giving her a recorder carrying a message from Destiny's life in Sins of Sinister. This enabled Mother Righteous to control Mystique, which she used for the most horrific deed. Destiny had a vision that Mystique was going to kill her, which prompted Mystique to clarify that she would never do that. Just as she wrapped her arms around Destiny for a hug, her expression changed into a ferocious one. She turned her arm into a sharp weapon and perforated Destiny. Immediately after, Mystique cried out loud over what she had just done. "I don't know what came over me. I was suddenly angry. I killed you." While Mystique didn't realize what happened, the readers saw Mother Righteous perform an insidious ritual in which she uttered the words, "Thank you, Mother Righteous," backwards. The fact that Mother Righteous could infiltrate the mind of a shape-shifting mutant like Mystique speaks volumes about her prowess. Mother Righteous is not a telepath, which means she exercises mind control over her victims with the help of magic, which she has practiced for centuries. Mother Righteous makes psychic attacks brought on by sorcery. This means no one, absolutely no one, is safe from Mother Righteous. She can just sweet-talk her way into granting powers to any mutant and receive their thanks in return, thus making her the ultimate puppeteer. She can call in her dead at an opportune moment and turn mutants against each other without any trace of her manipulation. Exercising mind control, she also tortures and drains the life essence out of her indebted victims. Mother Righteous has the power to incapacitate her opponents by placing the glowing lanterns on their forehead and showing them delirious futures while attempting to grasp their souls. Mother Righteous can also cast her consciousness onto the astral plane, which enables her to communicate with anyone and everyone in the astral sphere without actually being present. Additionally, Mother Righteous also has the power of teleportation, switching places by using her spells. More recently, Mother Righteous claimed to be a mutant, saying that her mutant powers have really been dormant all this while, making her resort to sorcery. Her claim prompted Hope Summers to investigate whether she has the X gene or not, which yielded surprising results. Guess what? Hope confirms that Mother Righteous is indeed a mutant, with powers similar to that of legions, but her many gifts are really diffuse, and not a single one of them is substantial enough to be effective. However, we know that Mother Righteous has the tendency to take the souls and siphon off powers of the many characters she strikes deals with, and perhaps that's how she gives off the impression that she possesses mutant powers. Marvelous verdict. Love her or hate her, but you can't ignore her. That's Mother Righteous for you. She is undoubtedly one of the most dangerous X-Men villains, with the motive of transcending space and time to become a Dominion through magic, as established in Sins of Sinister. In the race for Dominion, she left Mr. Sinister behind and came out on top for now, making her more powerful than ever. Because of her unholy traits, she has drawn comparisons to the demonic Marvel villain Mephisto. She has been the reason behind some of the X-Men's most recent misfortunes, and several deaths, sometimes directly at her own hands. What are your thoughts on this insidious character whose arrival has turned the mutant world upside down? Tell us in the comments below. And if you liked our video, give us a shout out and stay tuned for more marvelous content.